How's it going, everybody? Josh here from Spawn Fly Fish, and we are back with another shop update, coming to you live every week from here in Ilwaco, Washington. Not a lot to share with you guys today, but we do have some things that we want to touch on that we are very excited about. So last week we talked about dyed pearl Flashabou, all colors on our site. This week they're all photographed. So take a look at those on our website. Really cool product, great Flashabou product. You're gonna like it, and now you're gonna be able to see what every color looks like. Another one that we got photographed this week, Fish Hunter Fluorescent Baby Shrimp. So one thing to keep in mind with this that we did showcase when we added this is that there tends to be, or doesn't tend to be, but there can be a variation of color even with the same colored product. When you're dyeing natural products, there is an opportunity for something like that to go that way. If in the next batch we get them and they're very similar, we will update the photo. But for now, if you're getting spay, know that it's going to be a little bit lighter than the standard marabou. But it's a good color. It's a great, great addition to your marabou selection. As far as other new products, we don't have a whole lot to touch on right now. So we're going to hop on over to the water update. The jetty still is fishing, so this is the very tail end of the jetty season. Rockfish, pretty much exclusively. Salmon has kind of come and gone. It wasn't as a phenomenal salmon season off the jetty as we would have liked it to be, but the rockfish couldn't have been more epic this summer. And there is a few more days for those of you that haven't hit on it to come out and do so. The weather's supposed to be pretty nice here, so get in on the action if you haven't already. As far as cutthroat fishing goes, cutthroat has been phenomenal. But one thing that we want to touch on, the water's still very low. So if you're thinking about what we've kind of preached in the last couple weeks of fishing close to the tidewater, you might want to change that up. And why you want to change that up is because there is a ton of coho in that water. And when these coho get in there right now in that low water, they kind of just go crazy. They're pushing around, they're dirting up the water, and they're kind of bullying those cutthroat. And I've never had an instance where there's a pile of cutthroat in the water or the pile of coho in the water where a cutthroat has swam through all of them to eat my fly. I mean, it can happen, but right now there's a lot of coho in that low water. So Pete and I have fished higher up in the systems and found a lot of success. So keep that in mind. If you'd like to target salmon, know that they're here, know that there's an abundance of them, but know that there just isn't a lot of water. So the last couple things we want to touch on, 2 dates. There is 2 dates that we've continued to harp on, and we want to make sure that you don't forget. We do have a few slots left for that free fly tying class, October 14th. Don't miss out on that. And then we have the premiere of The Game, our film with Todd Moen, on October 28th at Fort George at 6:30. We will send out an email about this with more specifics to it to ensure that you have all the knowledge you need to make sure that you come see us. The last thing we want to touch on, 'tis the season for clam digging. And for those of you that haven't dug clams, it is a really, really cool experience. It's a ton of fun, easy to do, and they're great eating. But piggybacking on clam digging, if you are coming out to the coast to dig clams, put a fly rod in the back seat of your vehicle. You're going to want to have one on you. You never know when there's going to be an opportunity for a couple hours here, a couple hours there to get on the water. So that is something that we wanted to touch on, and we will kind of focus on as we move forward. The last thing, if you guys have seen, I've changed glasses several times. We have about 60 new pairs of Costa Sunglasses that have arrived. So we are jumping into the sunglass game, Costa, and we have a few sunglasses from Smith. They are all here in the shop. They landed this week. We're super excited about it. We've never sold sunglasses in the past. I've owned Costas for years. I've owned Smith for years. It's something that I can't fish without, no matter the fishery. I've become really reliant on my ability to see the species that we target here in the Pacific Northwest. So if you're in the market for a new pair of sunglasses, come see us or let us know. They both have really easy dealer portals for us to get you what you need and keep you on the water fishing. Really appreciate your guys' time today. Hope you got to see some nice sunglasses. If you didn't already, hit like, hit subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.